could throw our stuff in the car and just leave. Hit the highway and just keep driving. Find ourselves that we've been hiding. Hit the highway and just keep driving. Hit the highway, find ourselves. Hit the highway, find ourselves. Hit the highway and just keep driving.
Hello, and welcome back. Hope everyone's ready for some more Minecraft today. Howdy. You got that like pointed at the floor. There we go. We do not have a ton on the agenda for today, but should be able to fill out our time relatively well. Sweet digs? What are you talking about? Let me get this actually pulled up. Oh, yeah. Thank you. We worked on that a fair bit in the we worked on a fair bit last stream. Still got a few more details I'd like to get really sorted out on it. But I need to do some resource gathering before we can really do that. Let's see, what do I have? I actually have enough of what I need. I'm still trying to figure out how I want the interior to look. Very slow process. Need, well, not quite that many. I need a ton of these little fence gates. There you go. That should help with a little bit more of a 3D effect, give us some depth and texture to our wall so it's not quite as boring. Could have have sworn I moved the cat inside. I guess I probably moved him for getting the floor done. Oh, good. I do have more wood. Perfect. My overall plan for today is more or less just finish up the exterior of the house. We'll do a little bit of like landscaping, try and figure out how we want it to look around the outside of everything. We need to go do some mining. I think I want to go ahead and get myself upgraded to diamond armor and start collecting some other resources so we can do bigger, crazier projects in the future. So I got some cool redstone things I'd like to do eventually. Just don't particularly have the most means to do so yet. So I'm gonna put those in there. We're gonna go on a little expedition, try and hunt down some dark oak, because spawned in a dark oak forest and didn't actually grab myself any. Should be heading back towards spawn this general direction. Just trying to remember we're roughly negative 250 on both coordinates. Hello and welcome to anyone who's just arriving. We've just started, so you're not missing much quite yet. We are opening up the day with an expedition. How's everyone doing? Let's pause real quick. Come over here. Welcome, Vegas. Welcome. Okay, good. Microphone's doing what it's supposed to. I had to make sure you guys could actually hear me. Oh, you know what? Before we get too far, we should actually go and grab some food, because kind of need that. That's good to hear. Yes, he is somewhere, I'm sure. Not quite sure where he's wandered off to. That's probably not him. Where to come back for? Right, food. I need food. Do I have any in the furnace? No, but I had iron. Oh. Good lord. I gotta hurry up and finish my house so I can get it organized. Let's see. 8 steaks should be enough for this trip. We may want an extra axe and possibly an extra pickaxe. No, actually our pickaxe is doing just fine for now. Stick back, nope, wrong one again. Yep. Oh, nice. Well, this will come in handy. I got a cat and a donkey trapped in the hole there. Yeah, the Minecraft devs were cool enough to make donkeys and mules functioning pack animals in Minecraft, so I can tame the donkey, give him some, like put a saddle and some chests on him, and can carry a lot of stuff between 2 places with him. Yeah, I just got to figure out what the punchline is to that one. There's a dirt block in that tree. It's a bit of an odd one. Probably an Enderman came by. Decided to plop it down over there. Or maybe Bulb's been through here. Ooh. We don't need to take a detour right now. Oh, there we go. And that axe is done. And it's not going to chop down the rest of the tree for me either. Fantastic. There we go. Don't want to leave any blocks floating around. I got the phone app version of my streaming software so that I can like view chat and everything on my phone, so I'm not having to look up. Now it's just up there as what's it? So I can kind of look at it and make sure everything's still running smoothly. We're on the correct scene and everything when we're supposed to be. And it is 2 seconds. There we go. Nope. Yep, there we go. That way I don't have to crane my neck up for chat. Which is less than... Why did we say... Which is, you know, less than desirable, obviously. Horses here. Remember those and come back to those. But the phone app is actually pretty cool. It can do a lot. Although most of what it can do I already have programmed on my Stream Deck hotkeys, so probably won't make full utilization out of it anytime soon. Another thing that I've been trying to work on stream while I'm offline, see what other little improvements I can make to it. I have a chat bot, which you guys might see at some point. Currently, of all of the things it is capable of doing, I have it set to one simple function. It'll just share the Discord link for anyone who wants to join it into the chat periodically. I have it set to every 15 minutes as long as there's at least 5 chat messages in between its posts. But we'll see if that turns out a little too frequent or not. Obviously, I don't want it to be spamming chat. Especially when, like now, we don't have as many chatters as we might eventually have in the future. It's definitely something that's better for when you have a couple hundred people chatting all at once. Let's see if I can... There we go. I think that looks quite nice. Come on. Nope, can't reach that spot from here. I am also almost done with the editing the second episode of the Skyward Sword stream. Trying to set myself kind of time limits for the day to work on that, but also no, stop it. Why can't I place that? There we go. Trying to set myself like essentially a minimum length of time to be working on it throughout the day, but also I want like deadlines. There we go. So I would like to have it done by the end of tomorrow night so that it can go live for you guys to watch on Wednesday morning. For the time being, I'm kind of liking the morning postings for videos. It's just a nice little scheduled thing. And then you guys have all the rest of that day to watch it if you want to. We're playing a little bit of catch up as I've kind of figured out how I want to have the Skyward Sword videos edited. So I have a little bit more of a time crunch on that than I would normally prefer to have. But that should work out just fine, assuming I don't fall behind schedule. If I have to post it a day late, not really a big deal for me anyway. And hopefully it wouldn't be too big of a deal for you guys, as if I have to post a day late, it does mean, you know, I'm taking a little extra time to give you guys higher quality content. Which should always be preferable. Oh, shoot. How many of those do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Have I miscounted? 3 times 2 plus 4 times 2. Yeah, it shouldn't be an odd number. 6, 8, 14. Here right now we're just trying to do a little bit of extra detailing, get the exterior of the house looking real nice. Trying to make the wooden beam here in between the cobblestone base of the wall and the deep slate foundation look a little bit more structural, like it's fully attached. So you have some bits going on between the supporting posts and the cross beams. Obviously, it's just a trap door. It's not actually doing anything for us, but hopefully it looks nicer. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then I wanted to add right, okay. So how many of those am I going to need? We'll need more than 6, so we'll just craft up the rest of those. Again, little structural notes here. And we're out. Do what? Another 4? I'm out of oak wood. Well, crap. Okay. way. I said, what, 4 of those? Should be that block, yep. Cool. Take a quick look at that. Whoop. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I would love to have a little bit more of like the grass on the roof and maybe get some flowers up there too. But I don't actually particularly like the color of the grass that this biome has to offer. It's a little dingy looking. Although certainly be worse. Could absolutely be much worse. Okay. So then from there, I believe it is time for us to hit the mines a little bit. I want to upgrade my gear. But let me pause real quick and just make sure my thing is actually working. Unfortunately, there's not much I can actually do about the color. All of that is just preset in the biomes and whatnot. Alright, well. Not sure what I can do about chatbot. Don't think it's actually doing anything. Torches. I need torches. Yeah, I've been playing this game for God knows how long, and still always forget something. Looks like the little chat thing on my phone is not actually keeping up with new chats coming in, so I might not be able to make full utilization of that as much as I would like to. What can I do for food? Well, crap. Okay. And I will cook down a few logs. Oh, I have plenty here. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty awful. Time to sleep. Looks like we might be done dealing with a villager coming to take my bed now that my bed is actually inside. He's made no attempt to get over here. Probably can't actually properly see it anymore. Why do I keep opening this? It's this one we want. I do love lush cave bases, but they are a lot of work. Hey, he's not exactly like banished or anything. He just stopped coming around when I built a house. I guess it wasn't good enough for him. we're going to go until this pick breaks, and hopefully we can find some diamonds. That is the next goal. That's the next item on the agenda. We need to get ourselves fully kitted out in some diamond gear. I would say so, yes. Curious where you might be going with this. Whoops. Ah. Yeah, I probably should have foreseen that one. Gonna take forever. I hate dealing with deep slate, man. It's a nice block, but did they really have to make it more difficult to mine? They could have at least let it scale similarly with efficiency and haste effects, so that you can still insta-mine with the highest tier like you do stone. Should probably place a torch there. Well, for the time being, we do have an AFK fish farm, for as far as enchants go. So I do have a means of getting enchantments, although currently my best in, fishing rod has only mending and unbreaking 3 on it. So we got a little ways to go before we get that truly up and going. The villagers are kind of just going to be a long-term project for me. I hate working with villagers. They can be quite frustrating. Ooh, redstone. And we have arrived at our destination Y levels. So I'm going to oh, and right off the bat, more iron and, hey, there we go, Streamlabs. The chatbot works. Fantastic. It took it forever to actually connect and start doing what it's supposed to do. But there you go, guys. That's a quick little, demonstration and a functional link. Anyone who's not in the Discord and wants to be, have at it. Oh, nope. We're going down. You don't like my Discord? Why is that? Oh, good luck. The iron keeps going. It's not an iron vein. Oh, we got diamond. We got quite a bit of diamond. rude. How dare you, Vegas? How dare you? Okay, yeah. So, assuming things continue going similarly, we should be able to get back out of the mines relatively quickly. And then once out of the mines, we can go up, and I can show you the results of the small AFK fishing session from last week on Monday, as I left the world open since Bulb and I were not streaming at the same time, but still playing in the same world. And someone in chat suggested just AFK fish while you have to leave the world open for him. I have actually thought about it. I'm not sure when I would do that yet, because I don't really want to add any more stream days quite yet. And all 3 of my slots are filled out with something at the moment. But playing some Magic the Gathering, either through a couple various means, because there's MTG Arena, and then there's also Tabletop Simulator, which I have a mod for Tabletop Simulator, which would allow me to play Magic with my friends online. Are both very viable options. But it is something under consideration. Just more need to get good timing on that. Replace Minecraft. Not anytime soon. There's I don't want to, how do I word this? So I don't want to say there's like quite a bit planned for Minecraft. Minecraft is kind of just a chill stream, but I have Minecraft planned out for a while following this, so I can't just up and replace it immediately. So let's put those building blocks away, put our diamonds, iron, and redstone away. Let me show you guys what we got from fishing last time. We got a couple enchanted bows. Doesn't look like anything particularly good. That one's not bad. And that one's pretty garbage. We have name tags. We officially have name tags. There's more pants to be made. Yes, sir. And then I got two enchanted books, neither of which are applicable for anything I'm looking to do at the moment. Oh, but we have plenty of raw fish here, so let's actually go tame that orange cat that's trapped. If I can get out of here. If the cat is still trapped. Sometimes things like to despawn. If I go far enough away, the cat will just teleport to me. There we go. It's nighttime. Let's sleep real quick. I need you to move. I want that torch back. Okay, thank you. Let's use up a few of those diamonds we just got. Get ourselves a better pickaxe and go right back to it, because I need better gear. Tired of having iron already. Not yet, sir. Not yet. We're gonna collect up enough diamonds, and then go and make our armor all in one go. Ooh. Hold on 1 second, actually. I need to put up a poll for you guys. I'm still watching through like a couple different YouTubers and whatnot that I really enjoy the content from, and trying to learn a few things here or there. And one person mentioned that they keep a whiteboard up behind their monitor with notes on like things to talk about, announcements that need to be made, etc., etc. And while I don't really have a way to mount anything behind my monitor, which is sitting in a corner right now, I do still actually have a whiteboard. Thought that was a great idea. It'll at least just help me keep my thoughts in order, or at least a few things that may or may not need to be gone over. But that poll there is something I had written down. Should I AFK fish overnight? We'll leave that up for probably the entirety of stream. So it is blocking my chat over here. Oh, well, tell Chrissy I said thank you. I do have thoughts, Nate. Plenty of them. Are many of them productive? No. But I do have thoughts. See, I've done that too many times. Being on a mushroom island makes things very easy with no hostile mob spawns. So it can be preferable for some. But I think probably like 75% of the Minecraft worlds I've ever gotten on, I go straight to a mushroom island. Who knows? Maybe we'll do that on the next world, whenever that comes. But for this world, we're gonna be sticking to more hostile environments. Oh, good lord. We had some luck right at the beginning of this mine, but it's giving me nothing right now. And right as I say that, we uncover some more diamonds. A diamond. Dang. Oh, uh-oh. Kind of forgetting to place torches. I used to have a really good system for getting the torches laid out nicely, but after they updated and changed the light level requirements for mob spawns, I've just gotten really bad at placing them. Yeah. Have you seen any of the stuff done Doc M77's doing with the new season, Nate? So he's outdone himself again. I mean, granted, we should expect nothing less from the madman, but it's wild. I still watch like probably 12 of them. Swapped a couple of them out between seasons 8 and 9. I've realized when it comes to playstyle, I'm quite a bit more... Oh, nice. I think as far as playstyle, I'm probably quite a bit more similar to, we'll say, someone like Green or B00 as far as hermits go, because I don't always want to sit down and do all the crazy redstone stuff. I hardly understand it half the time. And I'm perfectly content with a manual sorting system. Plus, I've been doing my best to learn from those Minecrafters like B00, Gemini Tay, and Green for like building style and whatnot. I'm sure you can probably catch a little bit of, I guess, inspiration from Gemini Tay, especially with the particular build style we're going for with this playthrough. Scar's another great one, but Scar and, well, especially Scar and B00 are way beyond, like where I am, build-wise. It's hard to even comprehend what they're doing sometimes. Like B00 will go into like color theory with his builds. And Scar just goes such ridiculously large scale that it's not really applicable to anything that I do get on here and build. I have found, you know, despite what I said last week about feeling like I'm probably better at interiors than I am exteriors, I found I'm actually really struggling with nailing down how I want the inside of my house to look. So it might take some time to actually get that one going. I do have a, I guess, working design in the creative test world, but I'm not really happy with it, and I'm not sure how to change it quite yet. I'll see if I can work on that. If I don't come up with something in the next episode, I can hop on the creative world, show you guys what I have, and if anyone has suggestions, you're more than welcome to leave those in the comment section, or in chat, I should say. And looks like, yeah, for the time being, with only like 3 people chatting, I might want to change that to every 30 minutes. See if I can do that real quick, actually. Timers, edit, confirm, updated. I'm not particularly a fan of minimalist, really. You know, I don't know if you can see, like, you can only see a little bit of my room, in frame there, but I have a lot going on. I have like 3 bookshelves over here, all full with stuff. I made sure every shelf has something on it, even though I don't quite have enough to properly fill it out. And my bed, my shelves, ton of stuff. I like to fill my living spaces, but I like it to still feel more natural in a sense. I don't want it to feel cluttered, just lived in. And that's kind of what I'm trying to recreate with my my interior on my house. And it's been difficult. My houseplant, my one and only houseplant, is an aloe, and even if I had it in here, you wouldn't be able to see it in frame because it would be somewhere off this way. Ideally, I would have it up under my window, which is right here. But there's no real way of actually doing that. Okay, make sure I'm not forgetting too much. We are at a measly 5 diamonds. Woo! Okay, so I guess now, while we are just endlessly tunneling and having a little bit of chit-chat, it's probably a good time to go over some of the important announcements. I guess not really announcements, but updates and whatnot. The stream and upload schedule. Currently, stream is not going to change from how it has been for the last 2 weeks or so since I restarted all this. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We're going to continue doing Minecraft on Monday. We're going to continue doing Pokemon on Wednesday. And then we're going to continue doing Zelda on Friday. I'm sure it comes as absolutely no surprise that we're going to move on to Minish Cap once we're done with Skyward Sword for Fridays. Given what I discussed with timeline and everything in... well, not only the previous 2 streams, but also in the video that went up this morning. Wednesday stream being Pokemon, I not 100% decided on this, but I think the next one we're going to play after Pokemon Ultra Moon Type Lock will be just a normal playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, considering I've not actually played any of the Kanto games yet. With, 4 games from the original release and 2 each from the 2 remakes, it's kind of sad that I haven't played Fire Red and Leaf Green, or any of the Kanto games for that matter. So we'll just go through generations 1 through 4 in order, I think. So Fire Red and Leaf Green. We'll pick one of them. Not necessarily going to do both. Followed by the Johto games, either Heart Gold or Soul Silver. And we will make sure we play all the way through to the Red battle at the end of the game. Huh? What do you mean it took 4 hours? With Heart Gold or Soul Silver, whichever one we do, we'll go all the way through to the Red battle at the end of the game before deciding that it is game completed. As their Red is more or less the actual final boss of the game, with there being two different Pokemon leagues available in that game. So that one will be a very long game, potentially. I'm not sure what you mean. What took 4 hours exactly? If it's something I said, I genuinely don't remember. We have lava directly above our head. I'm not particularly pleased about that. No, not 4 hours. It took an hour and a half into the second stream. We died 4 times on the first attempt. Nope. Nope. Switching to blocks in my offhand. We got this. Stop that. Yeah, it did take, like, embarrassingly long to defeat Gear him. But we did, like, fully catch up, because my goal would have really just been to do a boss a stream, essentially. And I think with, I want to say 8 bosses? Ooh. Yeah, there's 8 bosses. So, essentially 8 weeks on Skyward Sword, assuming everything goes to plan. But the second video is currently on time to be posted Wednesday morning. So make sure you guys are looking out for that, as I do think it'll be rather entertaining and enjoyable for you guys. Oh, goodness. Always gotta be lava to cause problems. Okay, we might have made it out of that. Look, I really hope not. Being the 1st of July today, I'm hoping to move on to Minish Cap probably midway through August, if my rough estimate is correct. So we should be able to finish Minish Cap in time. That's a relatively short, quick and easy game. I've played a little bit of it before. I have played a little bit of it before, although it wasn't the most enjoyable experience trying to play it on a mobile emulator on my phone. As for the Gen 3 Pokemon games that I would be playing... Oh, hello, Scrim. Welcome. As for the Gen 3 Pokemon games that I'd be playing, I plan on doing Pokemon Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. Haven't decided which of those two yet. Should be relatively the same. It's just, you know, which enemy team do I want to be the bad guy, and which legendary Pokemon do I want, etc. But I'll be going with those ones because it has an expanded story. The Delta episode, which was not available in the original Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. It works well enough for a, like, Game Boy emulators, but not really anything more powerful than that. I had it freeze or crash on me a couple of times, but otherwise was never all that bad. Starter has to be Venusaur for Fire Red, Leaf Green, you mean? That was probably going to be my pick. Of the three, Venusaur is my favorite for the Kanto starters. For whenever it is an option. Ooh. There's a couple different games where you can get the Kanto starters later into the game. Like I know X and Y does it. I know I want to say Black 2 and White 2 did it at some point. But I'm not actually sure about that one. Squirtle may be the best for starting areas, but it has overlapping strengths against, I want to say, 2 gyms with Venusaur. Oh, I think it's only one. Brock's gym. So it doesn't really matter in that case. I believe there's a fire-type gym is always going to kind of be problematic for us, but the trade-off being having strength against the water-type gym, and then against Lieutenant Surge, Squirtle's actually the only one that would be weak to that. Bulbasaur also generally has a pretty strong special defense, if I remember correctly, as well as a pretty good normal defense. Am I out of that first stack of torches already? There's a lot of bonuses to picking Bulbasaur over the rest. Not to mention just aesthetically, the whole Bulbasaur line. Love all three of them. Charizard's overrated. Very cool Pokemon, but overplayed, overused. And Squirtle and Wartortle are great. Blastoise is like okay at best. Might be a hot take. You have to forgive me for my opinions, guys. Yeah, Venusaur is an absolute tank. Offline, I'm going to be continuing working on trying to get like chatbot fully functional and whatnot. Because one thing I want it to be capable of doing is making the Discord posts for me so that I don't have to. That meaning, anyone who's keeping up with the stream notifications and updates through Discord will automatically see that post go up. I won't have to do anything. I probably spent 2 hours today prior to stream trying desperately to get it to actually work, and all of the tutorials for Streamlabs CloudBot are wildly outdated. So I gotta work with their old application, which is Streamlabs Chatbot, which is an actual physical application instead of just the integrated version that you can access through their website. And that one doesn't have particularly a lot of up-to-date information on it, as it is years old and kind of got phased out from what I was learning. There we go. We got more. Finally. And more. Fantastic. Let's see, what are we up to now? I think I had I think I had 11 back at base before I made the diamond pickaxe, which means we're up to 22. It's not quite enough for a full set of armors. I think we need a full 32 for that. I'm thinking we just keep going until we break this pickaxe. Hopefully we can get ourselves a full set of armor and a new pickaxe out of the diamonds that we get from this one. There's a little bit more. Hell yeah. Tiny little bit of redstone here. Oh. See, I told you, I'm real bad at placing these torches now. Is that it? No more? Yeah, that's it. Brings us to 23 plus 8. We're at 31. We'll shoot for probably 36 by my estimate, just in case I'm a little bit off on how much we actually have available to us. It's interesting that Ruby was the last one you played. Yeah, sorry I'm late on the response there, Bob, but it's interesting that Ruby's the last one you played. Gen 3 seems to generally be a fan favorite, with a lot of people citing Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, or well, just any of the 5 Gen 3 games that came out as like favorite of all time. I know they're among my roommates' top games of all time. All 5 of them, and the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire remakes are all up there, I believe. Yeah, but see, the thing is, you don't actually need to do breeding and EV training and whatnot. I understand the kind of perfectionist you can tend to be sometimes, but trust me, those are certainly not necessary to play and enjoy the games. You gotta take a little bit more of a casual approach and just try and get through the story. You'll notice in my playthroughs, I don't do any of that shit. I think I let myself get wildly off topic there. Let's see. Well, we went over the stream schedule and I guess updates, the plan going forward. As far as uploads go, my general plan is just to kind of give myself 2 or 3 days to edit down each video, so the Zelda ones should always be going out on Monday mornings, and the Pokemon ones always going out Friday mornings. If need be, I might be switching those days just to give myself a whole week of editing for both of them. But I'd like to not be taking too long on each of those. That's all that really needed to be said on that. I was kind of hoping there'd be more iron than that. I did hear a lot of good things about the Let's Go games, and I really appreciated the fact that they showed the spawns in the overworld, which is a trend they seemed to continue with the Generation 8 and 9 games. It's something I really appreciate and I've always kind of wanted from the Pokemon games. Just unfortunately with one, you know, major fan request being properly implemented, they have kind of just ignored everything else I would have wanted from them. And you know, not to say that I'm talking to them and I'm specifically directly requesting it. No, it's just like general fan requests. Like, enough of the hand holding. We don't want it. See, there's not really much of a point to nuzlocking Let's Go, because I can just kind of sit there and watch the spawns and pick what I want. It'd be so easy. Although, having said that, you know, that might be considered issuing a challenge. We'll consider it. But we wouldn't be getting to something like Let's Go for quite a while, because there's a ton of great Pokemon games out there I've never played before. Generation 1 through 4 or the remakes, haven't played. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time / Darkness / Sky, which I would be playing Sky, of course, because it's the combined game. For those, I haven't played Pokemon Conquest. I haven't played any of the Pokemon Ranger games. Ton of unexplored Pokemon content to work our way through before we get back around to Pokemon Let's Go. But for Pokemon Let's Go, I do have the little Pokeball controller, and I have a modified, kind of poorly one that I made that's a Master Ball. I need to get all the paint off of it. The Pokemon Stadium games, yes. Not particularly looking forward to that. I've heard they're like some of the most difficult, but they have great story. They're just... They show their age. They're very clunky, hard to play, to my understanding. Oh, I will be giving those games an honest try at some point. Haven't quite decided if I want to commit to doing those on stream or if I want to go into them with a little bit more knowledge before playing on stream. Ooh. I don't know if you guys saw that little green particle. But I'm going to be working my way up into the cave that's above me. There's also some lava off to my right, so I gotta be careful. Don't think we're gonna get into the cave before this pickaxe breaks. it's not looking like it. So what I'm hearing is I'm going to have a really, really rough time with those Pokemon games. All right. No, there's no point in repairing it. Waste of diamonds. Like, really more so than just making a new one. Ideally, if I was going to be the most efficient I possibly could with it, I would just have a shit ton of the enchanted books on hand for whatever setup I prefer to use, and that is assuming I don't have mending already. You disenchant whatever enchantments you have on it, put 2 that are on 1 durability into the enchanting table, or not enchanting table, into an anvil together. But eventually it does just become too, like, way too expensive. It's much better to just use it while you got it, use it till it breaks, and then once you can get mending on it, just make sure to keep an eye on that. Come on. It's a long tunnel. Let's see what my mom is texting me. We're almost out, guys. Almost out. I can hear a skeleton. Don't want to mess with Mr. Skeleton, so just gonna keep going. Ooh, you know what? Actually, it is sometime in the middle of the night, and there's a nice little cave right here. Long and painful journey back. Are there any Pokemon spin-offs I'm forgetting? As far as, like, what Pokemon spin-offs I've actually played, that's really easy to answer. It's, literally just Blue Rescue Team. Oh, and Legends Arceus. I did forget about that one. I have played it, though. Oh, boy. Okay, I did put that floor in. Okay. And we were short by one of these blocks. I need to do something about this mess of a storage. It'll have to wait, I suppose. I probably won't be playing the Pokemon TCG for stream. Pokemon Snap is a solid maybe. So I've heard a lot of good things about the Pokemon Snap games. I don't know about Pokemon Pinball. I don't know anything about that one. I don't particularly care about pinball games generally. They're fun enough every once in a blue moon, but I don't think I'd like to dedicate an entire day of stream to it for 3 hours of pinball a week. Unless there's like something more to it. Is there like a really good reason to play it? My memory served me well. We have 80 or 39 diamonds to work with. So and we still have plenty left over. Let's get out of this. Get our new shiny armor on. Got a new pickaxe. Get ourselves some weapons too while we are at it. Why not? We'll go for the shovel. Put away what's left in there. And I have a full set of armor left over, which I can donate to Bulb if he is still in need of those next time he is on. I will be doing everything in my power to not recreate that mess. I appreciate the suggestion, but I don't want to be stuck like with 8 more pairs of pants or something ridiculous. Let's see, we talked about that. We went over that. Updating my little whiteboard. Make sure I'm actually covering all the things I'm supposed to be talking about. The poll is a work in progress. Do need to check on that real quick, so we'll pause the game real quick. I was foolish. Did not pull this over to the second screen so I could actually see it. Oh, please load properly. Please load. Oh, yeah. Well, for right now, it's looking like pretty much everybody who's been in chat is wanting me to AFK overnight. So we'll make sure we do that. That should be roughly from around midnight tonight until, we'll say probably around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning before I really need to use my computer. So we should get about 10 hours of AFK in. And then I'll log out. I'll leave everything as it was before turning it off. And then I can show you guys everything that we go through. Next Monday when we get back on. I do have it marked down. I wanted to go over the data packs and tools that we're currently using for this world. However, I neglected to actually write anything down on the list prior to, as I did let myself run out of time trying to screw around with streaming software, editing software, trying to get chatbot working properly. So we'll have to go over that one on the next episode. Ooh, what do we want to go do? I know. I would like to get myself some spruce wood and some more variety in building materials. So it seems like it is time for another adventure. Put our spare tools away in here. We have 30 torches, not particularly all that much. You know what? Just for you guys. Can't actually reach up there. See, let's grab some dirt. We will frame. No. Stop it. Can I not actually reach the frames from here? There we go. We will frame these 3 extra pairs of pants for you guys right here. And I did actually change this in the design that I was going for. I'll make some hanging signs because they added some lovely, lovely signs. How do you make hanging signs? I need chains. Oh my god, that's expensive. I need quite a few of these too. I don't think you guys would have heard anything, but yeah, cat's losing his mind out there. Oh, I still have the opinion that that's kind of expensive, but there we go. I actually kind of like that. I might move the top one down there, but get that one figured out eventually. I am going to do something that one of the data packs that I keep neglecting to tell you guys about can actually do. I can make... Oh, was it too far away? Really? There we go. Do. Now do this one. There we go. And this one. Ta-da! Yes, sir. Don't you worry. Get a torch there and a torch there. Eventually, I will be able to get myself some glowing item frames, and then they still have the glowing effect even once you make them invisible like that. So it'll just add to it. The pants themselves will be glowing. It'll be great. All right, but little bit of adventure time. say, come on, grab your friends, but I am alone today, so can't do that. Just have that salmon. I know, we'll be smart and put that on to cook. I'm noticing that we're getting ready to take off with no food. Don't forget my map. Oh, don't worry, I have the coordinates now. I can still grab it, though. Bed, map, I don't need that iron with me. We got torches. All of our tools. Need one more tool. They say don't waste diamonds on a hoe, but there's no better type of hoe. I hear an Enderman. Do 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 do. Oh. Where'd he go? This way? Come here, Mr. Enderman. Oh, he might be gone. He might have teleported outside of the spawn radius and just immediately despawned on me. Unfortunate. Well, we have our boat. Where might be a good direction to leave? Where the heck is he? I can still hear him. Is there just a cave real close to the surface? Oh yeah, there is. Okay, I can't get distracted with this. I have things to do. Put the fish away, put that away. We'll find more Endermen on the way. South by southeast. So this way. Alright, let's hope this leads us to colder climates. We're looking for spruce trees. Come on. Swim, there we go. The hell is... Oh, that's... Oh, he's close. He's so close. Oh, that's cool. I definitely thought he was a good bit further away. I found Bulb's house. Can you see both in the same frame? No, can't see my house from here and his. Unfortunately, there are not penguins in the game yet. I don't know what they're doing with 1.21, so I can't speak on there not being penguins in the game in the near future. But my world's not going to be updated to 1.21 for a while. I like to let them update a few times and really make sure they have a stable version of the update out before I change over. And even then, I wait until Optifine gets updated, because because I use Optifine to, well, optimize my game. I use it for exactly what it's designed for. Plus, it gives me this fun little thing here. Let's see, south by southeast, so we're going this way. There's Turtle Beach, relatively close to home as well, so that's good. There's a floating tree. Oh, well, that's an interesting enough spot we'll have to come back to. There's no elephants either, sir. I can find pandas. There is a bamboo jungle right there, so we have potential of finding pandas at some point. They're supposed to be adding armadillos in the next update. And with that, they've updated wolves so that there's more than just the one type of wolf in the game now. And you, after taming them, you can make armor for your dogs using the shells from armadillos. Shell, the armor, the body armor, whatever you want to call it. Plus, like I was saying in 2 weeks ago, tons of fun new blocks to make with copper. All aesthetic, none of them really particularly functional. The earliest editions of 1.21, because I believe 1.21 is already out, and they're already working on the next set of updates and bug fixes. The earliest version of it, the copper trap doors, were absurdly expensive, and everyone complained to Mojang about the absurdity of their price, or not price, cost. Because iron trapdoors are 6 iron ingots laid out in the crafting table, and the copper trapdoors were 6 copper blocks, which is 9 times as many ingots. Mojang's fixing that one. The cries of the community have been heard, and they're doing something about it. Hey, we found a shipwreck, which might have a treasure map in it we can follow. Although, not likely. This is looking like, looks like the back end, or sorry, the front end of the ship. Also looks like 2 different kinds of ships. Oh, it is just genuinely 2 different ships. Okay. Leather cap with mending. Why not? Some suspicious stew. It's 2 different ships, but because of the way they spawn on top of one another, we don't get all the loot we could have. Unfortunate. Is that dark oak? It is dark oak. I'm not really sure how they kind of got away with it. If I had to guess, it was probably something to do with trying to pander to or please China in some way, which is how it got added to the game. Because they were adding bamboo forests at the same time. Speaking of, Mojang is a fairly liberal company, and they're currently owned by Microsoft, who we all know are a bunch of Chinese sellouts. Not to, try and get my account taken down or anything. I have my issues with them. I still love a lot of their products, so it's difficult. Oh, we should have gone around. should grab some bamboo while I'm here. Oh, and I should also say, I guess, like, kind of as a way that they could circumvent that, like, pandas are pretty tough. They're, I don't necessarily want to say difficult to kill, because they're not going to fight back or anything. Ooh, parrot. Well, we'll be coming back through here. We'll grab parrots on the way back through. Yeah, they're pretty difficult to kill. They don't really drop anything if you do kill them. Like, there's no benefit to killing them. If anything, Mojang added incentive for trying to keep them alive and breed them. Because they added a rare panda. They added brown pandas along the same time. Like, it's really, really rare to come across a panda that is brown instead of black. We need to be working our way towards cold climates. I'm currently going through a warm climate. This is not it's not preferable. Hello, Mr. Chicken. Carry on. No, not a brown bear. And anywhere a panda would normally be black is brown on a brown panda. Apparently, like, it's a real genetic anomaly. Some pandas really do have much lighter fur than they're supposed to have on rare occasions. And so Mojang added them to the game. There's a little fun thing you can find. Though they are incredibly rare, hence the incentive for breeding up pandas if you like really want one and you want to go the easy route about it. Taking a slight detour, I caught a glimpse of some of the blue flowers that I want to use around my base. Only two? Alright, cool. Birch forest, so this might be the direction we want to keep heading. So I've talked about it with a few people off stream, but I figure we should probably cover this on stream, just to make sure everyone kind of understands the plan. As of right now, I have absolutely no intention of editing down the Minecraft videos to shorter, regular upload content. I just kind of see it as unnecessary, as I really don't play on the world outside of stream, and all of the extra bits in between, like builds and whatnot. I think if I were to edit down the Minecraft, what I have for Minecraft currently, it would probably amount to about 5 minutes. So it's not really necessary. Minecraft is going to stay purely stream-based for a while. Eventually, I do want to actually put out Minecraft videos in addition to the other content on my channel, but at that point, if I'm going to move Minecraft to more of an upload-focused schedule, that would be around the same time that we remove it from the stream schedule and replace it with something else. Which there's a lot of potential options to fill that slot when it does finally come time to do so. I thought my game was going to crash for a moment there. It really lagged bad. This is a cool area. Oh, I thought I was going to catch the corner of that block. Woo! Build a second lava base. I mean, having a first lava base would be necessary to be able to build a second one. But it's not a bad idea. Ooh, a ruined portal. I'm like, I have not left hot climate yet. Like, at all. Where's the chest? Oh crap, okay. No chest? Dang, dude. I don't think I've ever seen a ruined portal not have a chest. I should gather that obsidian. Obsidian takes so unbearably long to mine. I did see the gold block above the portal. I didn't particularly feel like going after it. Why don't we go for the obsidian that's a little bit easier to mine? Gotta get enchantments on my pickaxe at some point. Oh, so bad. Hey, maybe next stream we'll actually have an enchanted pickaxe, yeah? Especially if I'm gonna be AFK overnight. If we do those AFKs though, they'll be once a week, not gonna be absolutely not. I don't want to be here for like 20 minutes. Well, what was I saying? Yeah, we'll keep the AFK sessions to like probably once a week. You know, that way I'm not on this Minecraft world every single day, making massive progress without you guys or something. Come on, let me back up. Although that might change as we get more farms, you know. Schedule out, hey, I'll be AFK on this farm this day, that farm that day, etc. I don't really I'm not really sure if I finished my train of thought on uploads or on editing Minecraft. Oh, hey, here it is. All of this sucks. Like, all of it. I'll take the flint and steel. Stop it. I'm stuck. Where did that wind up? There's one there. But I knew that one was there already. Oh, it stayed in the hole. Yeah, it makes sense. Take the pants, the cursive, what was it? What did it say? Cursive vanishing, cursive binding? Are we taking the cursed pants with us? Is that what we're doing? I won't object if that's what you guys want. Oh, it's painful. Yeah, cursive bind. Oh, God, no. We're going to take the pants. And we're going to melt them down. And then I will make a fresh pair of pants that does not have cursive binding on it. I would have been okay with them if it was cursive vanishing. But cursive binding, if I screw up and click the wrong button, I'm stuck with that until I die. Very rapidly running out of inventory space. And we're over 2,000 blocks away. Thinking we probably should have gone in a different direction. Hey, there's a village. I gotta try and save some inventory space for the spruce trees that I want to grab, but... And there's a coral reef. That's rare. Yeah, I gotta try and save some amount of inventory space for the spruce trees I'm gonna be picking up, but... We can loot this village. No. Sing you a sea shanty? No. See, unfortunately for you guys, I'm really not all that comfortable with trying to sing on stream. Maybe someday. Take all these empty buckets, though. Hell yeah, dude. It's a big village, too. And if you're wondering why I'm taking the tall grass, it's one of the rarest items in the game because you can't actually harvest it normally, and you can only get it from chest spawns, and it only spawns in chests in these savannah villages. So it's pretty ridiculously rare for no reason. I will take that compass. We will leave behind the paper. I'm pretty sure my village already has potatoes, so I probably don't need to take those, but... Coal's a good one. I'll take that. Hey, calamari, the squid there. Ah, and more bread. Sweet. Empty maps are probably worth taking. I have a ton of bread. I don't need the wheat anymore. I can make another trip out for kelp. I don't need the oak sapling. Don't really need the leather helmet with mending on it. Oh, fantastic. Truly wonderful. Let's see what the other one does. What did that do? Maybe it was saturation. Or is a kitty? Alright. Do we change course slightly west to see if there's a desert temple while we're here? Or do we continue southeast looking for spruce? I'll give you guys only a few seconds on that one. I know what I'm leaning towards. I will grab this cactus though. Need plenty of that at some point. No response? Okay, I'm going in. And it's a very small desert. Doesn't look like there's any desert temple. So back on path we go. Well, if it weren't for a coral actually being here, this would more or less be a good sign. And another village. Hey, if only finding a village could have been this easy the first time. When I was trying to find the spot where I wanted to settle down and make my base. It's a desert village, so there might be, you know, more desert off this way. What the hell was that? Alright guys, let's loot. Heck is this structure? Never seen this before. Oh, what is this house? I mean, there's nothing in any of those, but this is a new structure. It's kind of cool. Oh, hello, kitty. I don't have any fish for you. Oh, there's two of that one. So this particular cat design is based off of a YouTuber I watch called Good Times with Scar. His cat, Jelly, is this cat. It's designed based off of her. This is an interesting little one. I thought it was cool. I'm trying very hard to keep my back straight and my shoulders relaxed, and I keep catching myself all tensed up. It's gonna take me slightly off the recommended course, Bob, but I'm gonna go around the mesa. Holy crap! Who's shooting at me? You saw that, right? Terrain's a little torn up here. What's this I see on the horizon? Another village. You shot to get my attention. Well, it worked. Consider me very well surprised. Attention got. Hey, this one has a blacksmith. Did you just swim, bro? What is the freaking deal? I mean, we'll make some TNT eventually. I will need it at some point. What the? What do you do up there, Mr. Fletcher? What's the point of that? Oh, shut the... He's trying to keep me in. Okay. I got sketched real fast. Let's leave that guy alone, I guess. There's a mansion here with... Okay. Respectable. Respectable. Safety reasons, store all the TNT in there. No. I could be remembering wrong, but I think I did already visit a desert temple. I should have a few pieces. I'm not going to trade with you. No. Stop that. I should have a few pieces of TNT lying around. Yes, I believe it does. Let me make my way back over there. I think you can use the fletching table to make arrows. Now. That was not that house. What's that one? Oh, nope, it was still just a mod that I was playing with. I mean, slowly but surely they're adding functionality to a lot of the villager blocks, so we might get to see it eventually. I'm not gonna sit there and hold out hope for it. They're weird with some things. Okay, so those just do not spawn with anything in them. But we continue back on course towards the southeast. We are now right around 5,000 blocks away from base. And no sign of our preferred biome yet. Now, interestingly, my streaming software has been saying there's only one viewer for like the last, I don't know, I want to say 30 to 45 minutes. I've had 2 people consistently chatting. Something tells me it might not be working. Also, yeah, it would seem chatbot has died. So I spoke too soon on it working. Well, I mean, it could be a number of factors. It's been God knows how long since I've actually updated the software. They might have like bug fixes and patches out that I can update into. It should be one of those applications that updates automatically, but I genuinely don't know. I haven't bothered to check. Could be the fact that my computer's trying to run a game and the streaming software and the chatbot at the same time. This just isn't working, so I'll close out of that. We'll get it all figured out and working eventually. Not much I can really do if my programs aren't working and I'm just running on minimal function instead. There is nothing spawning in. Oh, we have land. Looks like Stony Shores, I think it's called. Might hopefully be an indication that we're moving into cooler biomes. Finally. I hope. Perhaps not. Looks like the coral reef continues on the other side, and there's more desert. Yeah, I spoke too soon. And more mesa. Well, nuts, dude. Alright. We are right around 6,000 blocks away from home. I'm going to turn around and head back. Taking a slightly different path so that maybe we can see some new things along the way. And then we'll pick a different direction and head off in search of the goods that we're looking for. Favorite race and class in D&D? Oh, tough one. Well, I think race would probably be an easy one. I love playing as elves. I generally pick elves. Otherwise, cleric or paladin is usually what I go for, I think. Although, I have really been enjoying playing as a cleric sorcerer multi-class. With playing in edition 3.5. There's prestige classes, which is a type of multi-classing where it kind of combines your previous class types into one that you focus all of your levels into from there. And the prestige class that I'm playing as is, oh gosh, what's it called? Mystic Theurge. It combines the cleric and sorcerer levels and gives me buffs to both previous class types. I've really enjoyed being able to do, you know, maximize Fireball and then turn around and heal my party members for maximized Cure Serious as well. Drop a Fireball, drop some heal. I'm nuke and healer. It's wonderful. I am kind of a glass cannon, though. I don't think I've ever played as a human in D&D. I think I've pretty much only ever played as... Well, I've done an Aarakocra once. And I've done a Kenku once. I want to say I've played as a bard and a, or not a bard, a dwarf and a tabaxi at least once each too. Oh yeah, I think it's quickly becoming one of my favorite class combos. Although I think I'm planning on playing a wizard on the next campaign I do. I've never actually played a proper wizard before. And they just have such a, like, vastly more spells available to them. Obviously 3.5 is a little bit more, a little bit different from 5e. Sorcerer's not quite as limited, I feel, in 3.5. Although... Oh, Kobold. That was the other one, too. I love Kobolds. They're wonderful. Yes, yeah, and that's an important distinction to make. So, for Zakiro, in 3.5, there's a cleric adjacent class called Favored Soul, and that's what my character actually is, not cleric. Favored Soul is to cleric kind of what sorcerer is to wizard. You don't quite have the full extent of the spells in all cases, but you really don't have to work for them. The concept behind a Favored Soul is you've been blessed by your patron deity, and that has just given you innate magic ability. And I know that kind of sounds similar to Warlock in a sense, but it's very different. from Warlock. It's more similar to Sorcerer. You've been blessed by your patron deity. You really don't have to go through all the studying that the rest of the clerics have to do. I mean, in a sense, my character kind of is, but very, very far removed. He has an Owl Archon in his heritage, like in his ancestry. So he's a sorcerer by angelic bloodline. And literally blessed by his patron deity. So doesn't have to do a day's worth of work in his life to actually understand and properly cast magic, but and all that magical ability, and I made my character a blacksmith. So it's like, well, he's got to have something that he cares about and is actually trying to learn and work really hard on. We're out of war motion finally, so we might actually be making our way towards cooler biomes finally. But no, we gotta go back to base and drop stuff off before we head back out. I've never actually looked into Divine Soul in 5th edition, so I'm not sure exactly what that one is. Not all of 5e's resources are freely available on the internet, so I was always just kind of limited to the books that I actually have when it came to, you know, world building and trying to plan out campaigns that I was trying to run, or for building characters to play in other people's campaigns. Least favorite race and class. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, come on, man. My least favorite class is probably monk. On your turn, action surge, punch 12 consecutive times, run away. Repeat. And like it, I know I make it sound like it's not a lot, and that the character is kind of, well, it is boring. It's not just kind of boring. But oh, that didn't drop a single sapling. That's cruel. Make sure I'm not gonna be caught off guard by some powdered snow. Least favorite race, I think I'd have to say, as far as 5e goes, human. I feel like, if anything, humans kind of got pretty pointlessly nerfed between older editions and... Not to say that it was necessarily all that substantial, but like you don't get much of anything for being a human in really any of the versions. That being said, there's like human variant, which is kind of okay, but there's basically no point in ever playing a regular human in any edition of D&D that I've played so far. Least favorite race is elves. Well, why is that? You got, at least in 5e, 60 feet of dark vision. Fantastic hearing. Dexterity and charisma buffs. I believe. I don't actually know anything about the Raptoran race. This is the first I'm hearing about it. Unless you've brought it up previously in the campaign that you're running. Oh, I don't want to go through the snow. I don't want to get trapped in powdered snow. I guess we have to. See? Like that right there. That's... No, no, it's not. Still just regular snow. Well, I mean, but they're not though. Like, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm gonna have to disagree with that one. But yeah, I mean, I guess in all honesty, most of D&D is just kind of a Diet Tolkien in a sense. A lot of Dungeons and Dragons is directly inspired by Tolkien's works. Although, same can be said about the vast majority of fantasy fiction works. What the hell? Just jump, man. Same can be said about the vast majority of fantasy fiction works. Correction, not the vast majority. A lot of fantasy fiction works. Oh, good lord. Just want to get to the top of the hill. I mean, Tolkien essentially pioneered it. Tolkien's kind of the reason the fantasy genre kind of became acceptable for grown adults to read. Prior to Tolkien's works, it was pretty well looked down upon for adults to be reading and engaging in fantasy of any kind. Oh my lord. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay. We froze for a second. Cherry trees. Holy shit, guys. I don't have inventory space. Goodbye, empty maps. Goodbye coal. Ah, dirt. Goodbye, dirt. We're gonna pick up these two. Toss the sticks. Oh, these are gonna come in handy. Oh, I will make good use of the cherry tree stuff at some point. Don't need a ton of these. I do believe I can just bone meal them to get more. I'm gonna grab a fair amount just to be safe. I mean, I do kind of agree, but I also see no issue with taking inspiration from fiction works that you love and adore. If anything, it's kind of a good thing, because the vast majority of anything that's ever been written is inspired directly by something else. I mean, I'm sure you've heard the whole Lion King is Macbeth. It is. But that doesn't mean it's not great. So I think if you're going to take direct inspiration from something, you need to find a way to have that balance between, yes, this is clearly inspired by this, but also this is clearly my own. I took this idea that I loved and adored and made something new out of it, which is what we need to be seeing, and not necessarily another exact clone. But in the case of something like D&D, that was kind of the idea, is building the baseline for which players could make their own stories from. So if you have an issue with elves, by all means, do something about it when you make your own worlds, you know? You know, I'm gonna be honest, I have not seen your question on, because you're wanting to know which one of the three is my favorite. That's difficult. It's probably going to be between Sun and Moon Elves, which is something 5e doesn't have anywhere the same. They have High Elves in 5e, which, I don't know, are the ones everyone's familiar with, and I'm sure technically the ones that Zokuro is laying his grievances out. Yeah, 5e has High Elves, Wood Elves, and Drow, and those are what I'm most familiar with. Although, from what I know of 3.5, I think I might have to go with the Moon Elves. See, I don't know. Sun Elves and Moon Elves, they're both kind of cool. They both got a lot going for them. And I don't know enough about either. Technically, I know a little bit more about Sun Elves. I just have seen the artwork for both the Sun and Moon Elves, and aesthetically, the Moon Elves look a little bit nicer to me. But that's the point I was kind of getting to, Zakiro, is like the baseline elf in D&D is boring, and I can understand that. I can completely understand your grievances there. They did a really good job with some of their subcategories of elves, I feel like. 3.5 was, at least from what I can tell so far, definitely more interesting when it came to their elf types. And then Drow are more or less a unique concept to Dungeons and Dragons. I will also cave to the point of, like, I know no one in chat has actually said it, but worth noting. Elves are kind of overplayed in a lot of cases, too. Like, everyone wants to be an elf. Everyone who's just getting into D&D kind of defaults to elf. Like, oh, this is a fantasy thing. And there are a lot more interesting races out there. But I go with elf as a favorite, more or less tentatively, as I have to get more experience with some of the other races that I like. I think kobolds are certainly a strong contender. I'm gonna take that. We will ditch. We'll put the torches in my offhand. The hell's the point of your second floor, guy? There's nothing here. You're missing, well, the floor. Oh, goodness. Hold on a second. What the hell is going on here? Why are you all wrapped up? I'm not sure how or when it happened, but my mouse cord got all wrapped up underneath the HDMI that's going to the TV. And like, it was just slowly pulling, and I noticed my mouse was just, I could not keep it on the mouse pad anymore. Well, see, like, the issues you're presenting are honestly kind of my issues with 5th edition in general. They had way more going on. There was so much more to do and to work with in 3.5. From what I've heard about 4th edition, it was an absolute shit show, and they very swiftly moved on to 5th edition. But then 5th edition, we got left behind with, like, just the vanilla versions of everything. There's no, they don't really have the Dwergar in any real capacity anymore in 5th edition. You have to get, like, 4 different side books to really get all of the information, and even then it's still limited. But the Dwergar, if you aren't familiar with them as a concept, are essentially dark elves, but for dwarves. They live in the Underdark. They just have the spell-like ability invisible. Like, they can just turn invisible as a response to other actions. Have you played older editions of D&D Max? Or Zakiro? Sorry. Please forgive the slip up. And spell resist, yes. The transitions between 3.5 and 5e are more or less, I think, what I'm from now on going to refer to as the fucking. Dang, dude. Another spruce forest. Real close to home. What was it as bad as I've heard? We dropped the gold sword. I like 3.5's combat. So, based off of that, would you say good or bad? Noted. Party of four. A party of four fighting four enemies would easily take 2 hours, and plus or minus 1 would be big deals with different weapon types being needed for different archers. Well, I mean, I think it's probably just a side effect of our particular party, but we easily make a fight against 4 enemies last for 2 hours. And have multiple complications if we're down a person. But it still feels fluid. It's not clunky. It's not just perpetual math. I like if I'm going to have to do a lot of math. To do it ahead of time, get all my numbers figured out, so all I got to do is roll the die. Oh. Oh, you're saying, like, that's really early game, not, like, not anywhere close to where we currently are? Because I feel like it's more or less understandable to have a bunch of, you know, level 15s take 2 hours on a relatively evenly matched fight. But if you're saying, like, a full party of level 3s is going to take that long, that's kind of ridiculous. Ugh. I think the only time we've had low-level combat take anywhere near that long on our game nights is when we're doing something that is a higher level of difficulty, like the Goblin campaign, where we're restricted. We're in the sense that we are the goblins. So obviously it's going to be more difficult. Because you're playing as the easy enemy for the adventuring parties that come through. Oh, it's Drowned Temple. So come back to that. Another Fletcher. Don't think these tiny houses have loot. Nope. Good lord, this village has nothing. Let's see. Oh, not a notification I care about. Hey, here we go. Oh, I want my torch back. Why not? Keep racking up the compasses. I think I'll need them for things later anyway. One house left to check, and nothing in it. Woohoo! Yeah. See, I'm still kind of torn on, like, I definitely liked how 5th edition has more class features. Whereas 3rd edition just gives you feat slots every few levels. So, like, there's a give and take to it. But it definitely made, like, leveling and trying to make sure I got my character sheet correct a lot easier. especially in the late game. We're almost home, guys. There's the floating tree from earlier. I have a ton of crap to put away and no proper storage to put it in. Just gonna fill up the chests I have, I suppose. We do also have only about 20 minutes left, so it might be a good time to stop the poll. Once I get back to base, of course. And kind of really go over that. And just make sure I've gone over everything that needs to be gone over. We went over all of the stream and upload schedule update slash... It's not really an announcement. Just, you know, putting it out there and making sure people actually know. I covered that. Can't cover that. I don't know if I said it already or not, but the Skyward Sword episode 2 is actually we're on track right now. We are on schedule to be able to release that for Wednesday morning. Make sure you guys are looking out for that. Obviously, you know, I understand perhaps not necessarily wanting to watch what is essentially a recap of stream, especially if you were actually in stream. I do recommend going ahead and checking it out, though, because I do my best to write a funny enough and funny and or entertaining voiceover to go with it. Covered that. We did not we did not really go over, or not go over. We didn't get to everything on the to-do list for today because I spent 2 hours running around the world. It's okay. It leaves us with something to do next time, at least. Oh, we already had cactus. I didn't need to grab more. There's another chest. Alright, this one will be for all of my plant stuff. Those are building materials. In here for now. See, I just kind of feel like over time they've gradually... Like, I understand what it is they're trying to do. They're trying to simplify D&D, make a lot of how it functions more automated in a sense to try and keep the flow going. But in doing that, they've made 5th edition and now 1 D&D way too convoluted. There's so much that is on the DM now that really shouldn't have been just the DM's problem to deal with. Like, obviously, the DM's always going to be kind of responsible for a lot of the planning and the world building and writing the story. But, you know, the DM doesn't then also need to be dealing with every little calculation, etc. Okay. Should probably get some stuff cooking down. Those are gonna go into be melted down, and as promised, I will be making a pair of gold pants just for you guys. There you go, it is done. Sticks, let me grab another item frame. Let's go ahead and plant that bamboo so I can make scaffolding at some point. Yeah, I do believe that that is how that works. I would go as far as to say that wasn't even 5th edition's worst grievance. Like, that wasn't the worst thing that they did. You know, I kind of like that. That doesn't look too bad. There you go. As promised, the iron pants are up there. Or the gold pants are up there. Alright, well, I do think I'm going to have to end it off. I know it's 10 minutes early this time around, but I'm getting quite hungry. My back is killing me, and we're actually at a relatively good stopping point. Let me make sure I have my fishing rod handy. I will be going ahead and closing out of the world once I get off the stream, but let's check the poll results. I don't think it's changed from when I last looked at it. Yes. We'll go ahead and end the poll. So the results of the poll are, yes, AFK fish overnight tonight. So I'll be getting on and doing that. I'll probably set it up around midnight when I get ready to go to bed. And then, like I said, it'll probably be running till about 10 in the morning when I actually will need to get back on my computer. I got quite a few things I need to take care of tomorrow. We have 2 things on the list that we did not get to today for Minecraft, so we will be making sure to get to those next week. I wanted to do a little bit of light terraforming, start trying to figure out what I want the terrain to look like. Obviously, there's some things that really need to be adjusted, like this cave needs to be covered over so that villagers don't get lost in there. And some of the just sharp drops in areas need to be addressed as well. But I will be taking care of that. We'll get it all finished up over eventually. Like with the building the house and doing the interior, I'm going to take some time on the creative world on my in-between days where I actually have time to just try and figure out what I want to do with this landscape, make it look a lot nicer. Obviously, way down the line in the plans for that terraforming is going to be custom trees. I want to redo all of the houses in the village, maybe add a few structures to help make the village look really nice. And I want to do them all kind of in this same style, but I obviously don't want them all to look exactly the same. This will be something we get to much later on down the road. I gotta work out all the designs and everything anyway. I think that's about everything I wanted to cover. Unfortunately, Bulbacue is not actually going to be streaming tonight. He had to, he has some things he needs to take care of, so I can't just send you guys over to go watch him. But with that, that'll have to be the end of things. Hope all of you have a good night, and make sure you guys don't miss Wednesday's stream when we get back to playing our Nuzlocke. Anyway, have a good night.